All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for My Hero Academia, Season 7, Episode 11.
Okay.
Yes, the villains are on the rise. They have crushed Bakugo. Bakugo is actually, like, basically
He's not
just
doing
done.
too great. Yeah.
Endeavor put his whole body on the line.
And he did good. He did really good.
But All for One is regenerating.
Yeah, villains can limit break and, surpass their limits too.
Yeah, and this is, clearly some combination of something utilized from what, like, Overhaul got with Eri or some nonsense like that. It's just scary stuff. But, okay, Deku is still on his way here. It's not completely hopeless. It's more just a big stinger or cliffhanger. So, yeah, we can do
It'll
this.
be fine.
Fine.
We got to phase 2.
Yeah, we get to phase 2.
And so
Bosses are enraged. That's all.
This is just where
that
things
just means they're getting desperate.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No problem. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah,
We need the pros to help save him. Oh shit! Oh shit!
This.
Like, think about his future. Like,
Yeah.
no way!
Wait.
Are you kidding me?
No way. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. All right. The
big
last
three are
line.
going to
Here we
war.
go.
Oh.
Light fades to red.
Oh, that's not.
Fuck. Right. Yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
All right. Pop in. Here we go. Ah,
Shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
The classic hostage situation.
I like that they're having
Yep.
this happen though. Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh,
Gotcha.
all right. Oh shit, he's poisoning him?
Yeah.
Oh, well, shit. Okay.
Hey. But our boy's just gonna come and go, group, grab him. Yes!
Hey.
Fuck yes! Touch this! Yes!
Oh, all right.
Genius
Yeah, get him out of there.
compliment, go!
Yep.
I say fuck you to your bad touch powers and all that. Yep. I can sit right here. Yeah, get him talking.
Oh shit.
That actually got to Shigaraki too.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Oh.
The Shigaraki's like, what, friends? I have friends, but they've already had everything destroyed, so. Oh, yeah, he's crying, yeah. Oh.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay,
Yeah.
buddy. It's
Yep,
okay.
yep.
It's okay. This is your master coming in being like, hey, did good.
Yeah, no way Bakugo's done though. Oh. He's starting to read the moves.
Oh, he's barely even conscious, yeah. He's still fighting him in his mind, yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, that is awesome.
Oh. Music too!
Let's go!
Yeah, where are you, the kid, in the midst of all this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit, the kid, the boy is still there.
Oh shit. I love this perspective.
Yeah, the boy that's still in
holding
there.
on.
Yes. Shimura. Yes. And the way that it's still effectively like the bloodline of his rival and everything. Oh, crap.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay.
What can he do? What can he do here? What can he do here?
Oh shit.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Jacob, this is gonna be a disaster. Oh no. That just surge of energy, just constantly.
Yeah, yeah. Is this where we start to kill people? Oh.
Cool. Yeah. Nice, bro.
The peeking between the fingers. Yeah, that she made a friend.
Yeah. Man's practicing beyond the Ginyu Force.
And yet it's not.
That's all it can be. Oh, one of them is going into surge his power
shit!
To enhance it.
Oh shit! Okay, cars, let's go.
Yeah. So he's eating her energy. Oh my god. The true quirk with no limits. Yeah, they are all basically the limitless quirks in that respect. It's in the name too!
Oh shit!
He's eating her son! We are doing this. We're putting these three potentially on the chopping block right now.
Yep.
Oh my god. Fucking just made a gun! Oh!
Hey!
Yeah! Yeah! Get his ass! Get his ass!
Oh. Oh shit. Wait.
Oh, he's made himself a bomb.
Yeah.
He's made himself a bomb.
Yeah.
No, 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 no! No! Oh! No, he's just in the zone! He's in the zone!
Yeah.
He knows how he fights! This is how Bakugo thinks! Man's downloaded the entire boss's moveset.
Okay. What do we got?
Oh. Everywhere?
Sure. There's all the oh shit. He's exploding himself from the inside basically to move faster and faster.
Yeah, I'm still behind
fighting
you.
the way that Deku fought.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. This episode is just fucking beautiful. Oh, bring up that number of yeah. Oh! Oh my, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh no! No! You were my hero. You were my hero all along. I was your biggest fan, yeah. The heartbeat. The heartbeat. Are you kidding me? And it stopped.
And he kept it with him even here.
No. Don't show her. No, don't show her. No. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to give props to the show. I'm emotionally wrecked right now, but I am in some ways very proud of My Hero Academia because of all the characters to go out in a literal blaze of glory, it would be Bakugo.
Of course it would be.
In the tragedy sense, it could have been anybody, but in the I'm going to do this thinking about my friend, my hero, and what kind of hero I want to be. Yeah. Yeah, of course this is the kind of hero he would be. And it's
and the way that we don't get the nicety of starting with adults dying.
No, we've had adults dying for a while now. It's just whoever's closest to Shigaraki all for one hybrid mix here is going to die
on
next.
The chopping block.
Like Mirko almost died a couple times.
And we got the whole thing with Dark Shadow and
Tomoyaki.
Tokiyami and Jiro. To set up the kids are going to be helping when they can, and if they
could die,
if they survive, they are lucky. You know?
And this was Bakugo basically realizing that I have to do everything I can here. I have to do everything, and the idea that we had been kind of given the hint that Bakugo's sweat is there's a fun thing that MHA's quirks do that elevates them above just kind of the generic superpowers. And that's that usually there's a physical component to it with regards to the body exchanging something in order to get the superpower.
Sure.
So it's always taking at the very least stamina in order to do this. But sometimes there's a literal physical transmutation, which Bakugo's case is it's his body liquids.
Right.
Sweat makes sense because it's something that comes out of the body naturally, but it's also something that would generate more of as he gets hotter and explodes more things. But
it fits his character perfectly.
But the probable only limitation with regards to it being sweat is just that it was outside the body because, well, it would make sense to touch the thing that you're controlling, right?
Right.
But what if he could start doing things from internally, and then he starts blowing up his own internals, the liquid in there, in order to send himself even faster in specific areas.
Is how your body creates energy, right? When it burns fat, that's a little explosion basically that's happening inside your body.
So he's just enhancing that natural
and so that being a way that then it makes him so that it's not just I was thinking that it might be something where he would just get close and just full
I thought he was
going to
do that too. I thought he was just going to be like, I'm going to just walk up and blow a massive explosion in your face.
Yeah.
But no, Bakugo's too freaking dope for that.
Right.
He's got a shattered arm, and he's just like, eye blinded, arm shattered, and he's like,
I can see
all right, I can see the boss's moveset.
Yeah.
I've got this. He's dodging everything. And what he was doing, and I love that Shigaraki, video gaming, shut in that he was, is like, oh, I even recognize what you're doing. You memorized that previous fight and you saw the patterns. So I just will stop doing that.
Right.
What did you think was going to happen?
Well, and
fuck.
On top of that, just the there's only so long that Bakugo can keep this up.
Yeah, he's physically killing himself by doing this.
And so but fantastic. You bought some extra time, right? That was your goal. You did it.
Yeah, all this combining with the third years, or now they're basically pros at this point, but all three of them basically being like, hey, we follow Lemillion, we follow Mirio, we have our limitless leader in that regard, and yet, hey, don't put shade on us. We're limitless too, but let me show you how. We work together. We kind of rattled Shigaraki as well. Mirio went straight for the well, if you had friends, you wouldn't be doing this. And Shigaraki is not Shigaraki anymore. No. This is all for one. This is no longer, Tomura. Right. This is something else. But there was a little scared boy hidden in the midst of this, almost like a quirk rebelling. That was just like, no, I have friends. And the way All For One's like, what the fuck was that? Like, that's not me. There's something. And then almost looks internally like, how did you survive all this? Right, exactly. That's hope right there. That's hope.
Also, I just want to say, with the visual of Shimura,
that's the last name.
Right.
Nana Shimura.
Exactly, right. But of him being in there, the whole motif of the hands grabbing him and all that stuff, right? That's something that we've had over the course of the show, and it very much had the feelings of the burden and the restraint and all that stuff.
Yes.
Right, that we got to see, both from All For One, but then also from his dad and things like that. But thinking about it another way, right? It is the, yes, haunting, but the vestiges of his family that was taken from him.
Yeah.
That now so completely surround him that maybe there's that part of him that went unnoticed,
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And so in this terrifying visage where we have, the hands upon hands, the fingers and the everything, with just showing off you thought I was showing off with drawing hands before? Get a load of this.
No. Horikoshi, she just has flames over the pen and
exactly.
Hands for days that could just keep growing.
And maybe it's just that we need a hand to reach out from someone that's alive, right?
Yeah. I love that we went through basically all the kids' ways of basically standing up and taking initiative here. They all did it in ways that correspond to their characters. I love the idea of, kind of what makes Hado's quirk so terrifying is that it's called Surge. And that's about as open limitless as it goes.
Where does it come from? How is it supplied? What's the...
It's just...
it's just energy. It just does it.
It's just energy.
She breaks the rules,
It's the idea of just being like, I can give this energy and have Tamaki eat it, which gives him limitless capacity to then make something out of that.
To make a plasma cannon.
Which basically all the animals and all that stuff is basically just there to focus it and then have him actually be able to fire it.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. This is
awesome.
We're pulling out all the stops. Everyone's bankais are coming out.
Exactly. And I love the way that was used because effectively what that was, from the previous episode, we're very worried about Bakugo, right?
Right.
His arm gets crushed and all that stuff and they need to save him and it's great. But then these three come in. And with the way that they're doing things, this is basically seeding in our minds, here's where the kids start to die. Because these aren't quite kids anymore. But they're the students. They were the third years, right?
And they're the overpowered kids.
And they're the overpowered kids.
They're the kids that we can kind of see them have success enough.
Exactly.
Going toe-to-toe with villains.
They can actually go to toe with, a
demigod,
a demigod here. And actually do something, but we know it's not going to be enough, right? And so it's the setup of especially with the music and everything, where it's where does this go wrong, and then they die, But
it's the
that's the
That's the bait.
misdirect.
Yeah.
So that we forget who was the real person who was going to die here, right? Because it like with the lineup, it was made very obvious, right?
Very obvious.
Very obvious.
Because if you look at the pros here, you have Aizawa.
Yep.
You have Best Genus, sorry. You've got our two-dimensional guy. Headshot, yeah. And then you got Mirko. All of them have basically taken big hits already from villains and stuff like that. Except Headshot, I guess, technically.
Yeah.
But basically,
it's hard to land one on him.
Right, hard to land one on him. But it's basically these are the people that have really good means of physically restraining and or mitigating and slowing down people without taking damage themselves.
Yes.
Bakugo is this weird other side of things where he can just output so much power. He's basically like a frontline mage. He breaks all the rules of what would be conventional combat for this kind of situation here. But he's a frontline. He doesn't have all the things that can easily make him get away necessarily. I mean, he is highly mobile and everything, but all it would take is just for the pros to be harried enough that, Shigaraki's like, oh, I mean, I'm not even calling him Shigaraki, all for one at this point. It's just like, yeah, you're the one that Izuku Midoriya was like, oh, Midoriya Izuku was so
attached to,
but also so livid when I just pierced you a few times back then.
Oh, cool. I can't disintegrate you.
I'm going to use you as a hostage.
So there will be a body. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
Or even if I'm not doing that, I'm going to use you as a point to just distract the heroes here.
Yeah,
and maybe get a couple of them in the meantime because you're already basically broken. You're not a threat anymore.
I loved so much the detail that he just used Bakugo as a human shield.
Oh, yeah.
When Hado starts to attack him, he's just like, oh,
it's such a quintessential villainous thing to do.
Right. Like
when you're in a team fight. It's just
why wouldn't
you're blasting me with something? Yeah, right. Go and kill your friend. Yeah,
yeah, because it's not
easy.
It's not the damage or the punches or the throws. It's the grappling, right? It's I have him. He is,
he's alive at my whim.
He is alive at my whim, right? Yeah. So that's what you got to deal with. And so yes, it becomes this huge team effort just to get him out of there, and that's where Lemillion showing up is like the okay, cool. That's the that's the the card up the sleeve, right? That they're able to play here, but they have to play it here.
Right.
Because otherwise he's going to die.
I love that we're still playing all the cards. We've got pretty much everything going so far, and we're still losing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that the idea of accumulating quirks and having a villain that has set up everything in this way to then gain the new body, do the Dark Lord of the Sith essence transfer style thing, then set themselves up to then be able to use those quirks in a way where they're actually at their apex now. We can't win because we're facing effectively Golden Age All Might, which is like, we know what that means too. And that was All Might with just the, I'm using just generally all the...
Right, it's the...
the one for all quirks, not the all for one level of amount of quirks and stuff.
The whole thing back in season 1 of the, it took me 300 punches to send the Nomu flying when, and, in my prime, it would have taken only 5, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's still the All Might that went up against All for One,
right,
and defeated him, right? So, that's a bit redonkulous. But then also, I gotta say, given that Bakugo's thing was like, all right, I want to catch up. I'm going to be the next All Might. All of this stuff, and then in his moment of death, we then get the thing. I love how they took the scope away from the actual fight itself.
Yeah, he's in his regular school outfit now.
Well, yes, that was absolutely beautiful. I loved it so much. But I'm talking about the whole thing with the reporters and then the mom. The reporters talking about how there was this a bunch of heat all of a sudden that full on changes the weather, right?
Right. Yeah.
Sudden
change in temperature around the Kanto Chubu and Kansai region. So it's mostly just all the fights going on. It's not Bakugo specifically.
Potentially.
Well, no, it says the 3 different regions here. So it's like Bakugo might have contributed to it, but they're in a coffin in the sky thing. So
but okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. Let you
one of the big initial things that was always showcased with All Might early on in the show is that his strength was such that when he would just throw a punch,
it would change the weather.
It would change the weather. It would displace the air and all of that stuff, right?
Yes.
And so the idea that maybe, not necessarily, but maybe, as a result of him, truly
going all out,
right? Reaching that sort of pinnacle of his strength, basically, which is the thing that he was always chasing after. Hey, you were able to do it.
I think it's symbolically there. I think you're right in that it's a very powerful, symbolic moment, and that he doesn't get to see it makes it very poignant and sad.
Right, but he still has the All Might trading card, even at this final battle.
Yeah, because All Might was his hero too.
Yep.
In a lot of ways, the idea of Deku and All Might, Deku and Bakugo, both liking All Might as their number one hero, makes sense because All Might was the most popular and the biggest hero and everything like that. So it's everybody's his,
Yep.
but not really everybody. We saw times where people were like, no, Endeavor, you're my favorite hero, and others as well.
Right.
So Bakugo and Deku were very similar. And in fact, they were ridiculously similar.
Yep.
The only real difference was the way in which they treated each other and the way in which, obviously, Bakugo and Deku were different with regards to the quirks and stuff. But I liked also the connection of All For One thinking back to a One For All wielder that's the one that is the one that's always on the outs in the One For All councils.
Right.
And kind of off in the corner and stuff. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this is reminding me of that guy. This is basically reminding me of him. What is it? Why is this nobody character basically being, put into this position here? And the idea that he should be the same as that undersized beetle, meaning even that wielder of One For All was one that maybe didn't have power, didn't have that crazy strength or anything because he was so early on in the process and stuff.
Yeah.
But you still are like that where you pissed me off. And
if you notice, they even have some gauntlet things similar to Bakugo's grenade fists.
Sure, they might have had something that gave them a deployable quirk that they could fire out, some kind of attacks or something. But I just love the way in which they compare the eyes. Bakugo kind of staring him dead cold in the face of I'm going to stop you. And even then this hero, this One For All wielder, who's just staring at him yeah, kill me. You won't stop me. We'll keep coming.
Right.
And it's just...
And in the end, it wasn't even Shigaraki that defeated Bakugo in a way, right? It's just that Bakugo couldn't keep fighting.
Right. But yeah, I loved the coalescing yellow bits of All Might in that thing there. And then Bakugo gets to kind of go and be well, I get to say the things I've always wanted to say to my hero here. And that in some ways, we didn't see this side of Bakugo in the very early past of him and Deku freaking out, getting those moments of where they were actually good friends.
Yeah, maybe before they found out that Deku was quirkless and things like that.
Or another way to look at it is that as kids, when you're that young, the idea that Deku was always following Bakugo meant that they were actually friends. But sometimes you're friends with the kid who's still really shitty to you because you guys still like some of the same stuff,
Right.
And so the idea that they bonded over this as kids.
You like All Might? I like All Might.
Yeah. Screw you. I'm going to be cooler than you. Punches him in the face. It's
right.
Well... Yeah, Kachan, but you don't have to be such a dick about it,
I definitely see Deku saying exactly that.
Right. It's I know I'm quirkless, but, you could totally be as cool as All Might, but, you don't have to push me. But, yeah, we've seen this all throughout the show that Bakugo has had a massive fanboy deal over All Might.
Yep.
But in some ways, because Deku was also the one that became his protege and also had all that special time and attention.
Oh, yeah.
That's another reason why
Yep.
Bakugo couldn't stand Deku, was the so this quirkless dumbass kid suddenly gets a quirk out of nowhere, and then All Might's like, oh, I'm going to spend all my time
Yep. Also,
with him.
On top of all of that, I just want to point out something else that I can't believe I haven't, maybe you've brought it up, but Bakugo's explosions,
Yeah.
they're stars.
Oh, yeah.
They're the same shape generally as the, when we get the star sequence of All for One, or One for All.
That's cool.
Like, and at the end, he had it in his eye, which is, showcasing how, throughout his body, he is exploding, right? But, yeah.
Yeah. I love the way in which Best Jeanist can communicate so much emotion when his face is mostly covered.
Yeah.
And then the silent recognition as everyone realizes, oh, Bakugo's dead.
Yep.
His heart is, like, the way the blood is shown to be, like, coming from inside his clothes, but his clothes aren't broken.
Yeah.
Meaning that the chest that he, heart by his heart literally blew open, and the blood just seeped out through there, but it's not enough to have, an explosion that came out through there. It's inside, and it detonated inside his body, so he's not just dead, he's irrecoverable. He's got his whole lungs and ribs just shattered and everything, and
this is very satisfying from a physical standpoint also when I think about, Battle Shonen in general.
Yeah.
Because we see his heart's exploded out, but he's also, bled a ton through the mouth, right? That's something that I have seen, the blood through the mouth is something I have seen so many times in Battle Shonen, it's not even funny, right? And the thing is that normally when something like that happens, it's a great way to showcase that they're in a bad way. But normally there's other things that go alongside that, right?
Yeah.
If you're talking about, some kind of real life situation. And so in this way, we're showing how in the midst of Bakugo being a hero, he is still very much human, right? It's not that he has some, super resilience or whatever. No, he is a regular person that had the ability to do these explosion things. And so, yeah, of course his heart explodes, right? Of course his body can't take it. Yeah.
I also love that there's kind of the idea that he never lost here. He just, his body gave out and didn't let him do what he wanted to do. He did take the punch from Shigaraki here.
But that's not what killed him.
But that's not what killed him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
In a cool way, I almost like this being a thing where there's almost something, I don't want to use the word funny, but there's something funny. It's something of fuck you, Shigaraki, all for one. You weren't strong enough to kill him. Only Bakugo could do that.
Yeah.
Meaning you punched him, which got him off of you. But he was already dead at that point, basically. He was already just moving of his own accord and everything. So it's just I also am a big fan of that trope, personally. The character is basically unconscious, but they're still fighting. It's used in Hajime no Ippo in a cool way. It's used in One Piece in a really cool way. It's used in a bunch of other things as well. But just I love that it's used here because I think the only character other than All Might that I'd want to see it be done with in a way is Bakugo.
Oh, absolutely.
In a lot of ways, even Deku, I don't want that with because Deku, what makes him so interesting is that he's the thinker. He's the one who's always coming up with ideas in his head. So the idea that he would do that subconsciously, I have to think back. I don't think there's a point where he has done that so far in the series, but
I don't think
MHA has gotten pretty long at this point.
Maybe during the sort of vigilante Deku arc kind of thing, where it's he's so tired he's kind of asleep on his feet, but he's still fighting kind of a deal. But yeah, wow. Yeah, this is a fantastic episode.
Great episode.
And way to go, MHA.
You're killing your darlings.
You're killing your darlings. And
it's the end of the series, basically. Yeah. So you got to do this.
This was so satisfying. It's the thing of, emotionally devastating, and yet I can't actually be sad about it. No. Because this was
it's shocking, but
it's shocking, but it's such a good death.
Yeah.
Narratively and I.
Yeah. And even to kind of play devil's advocate here for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like we're kind of rushing through the story a little bit. But even then,
yeah.
like, I feel like this was a long time coming for some of the things here. So I feel like this was more of the like, oh, right, wake up, Caleb. Holy shit.
It feels like
happened. Yeah.
The to have it be something where truly nobody ends up dying would feel like it would kind of cheapen the fact that these people are making these sacrifices. They are putting themselves in harm's way like
fucking
this.
Endeavor just lost an arm. He's probably going to be either dead or like never be a hero again.
Yeah, we still haven't touched back with that. Like the fact that we had that happen in like the previous episode, and it's like, oh, that's a big deal, and we didn't touch back at that.
On
like the longer it went, and it's the nope, we're not going back to that. It's like, oh,
or the
okay, shit's going down this episode,
right?
You know?
And to bring up the whole sudden change in temperature around those regions here, we'll have to go back and look to see which fights were in which regions of Japan and stuff. It might be that one of these three regions, one of them is Endeavor's and All for Ones, but I think one of them is very clearly Todoroki's.
Yeah, Dabi and Todoroki, right?
Yeah, Shoto's.
Yeah, right. And then maybe Bakugo's the other one.
Yeah, Bakugo's, the
to say nothing of if they are potentially just
all
close together.
Yeah,
exactly.
True.
But
all right, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the full-length timer version of this reaction, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. Any level support there gets you access to our Discord, where you can chat with us in the community there about MHA's the show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.